There's a mission field in your backyard that is often overlooked. There are over 2.5 million American Indians representing 250 language groups. Each tribe is a nation within a nation, having its own government, police force, hospitals, schools, and so forth. American Indian youth, 10 to 14 years old, are killing themselves at a rate 4 times higher than any other race in North America. American Indians are twice as likely to die of murder. American Indian unemployment rates average above 50% higher on the reservation. Even though only 35% of American Indians live on reservations, 90% of the mission work is directed toward them. Many Native American tribal groups have turned to legalized casino gambling to try and solve the financial woes of their people. American Indians have a rate of alcoholism 6 times higher than any other race in North America. We are Bob and Cala Williams, missionary to the Choctaw Indians. Thank you for your investment in our family over the last 37 years. All 4 of our children and their families are faithfully serving the Lord. We have had the privilege of starting 11 churches so far. We started Bible Baptist Church in Bixby, Oklahoma while in Bible college, and one indigenous church with 4 congregations in Brazil in the 70s. I told the first church the reason we were on the Navajo reservation is because the Lord closed the door to Brazil because of my wife's health. Calvin Etzity raised his hand and said, if that hadn't happened, I might not have gotten saved. After 3 years of being kicked around from place to place, God provided 5 acres, and we were able to build our first building. Our goal is to establish indigenous churches. Here are some of the Sunday school classes and the Navajo teachers, including the auditorium. I turned the Dene Baptist Church in Waterflow, New Mexico over to Brother Curtis Harvey. He has been the Navajo pastor of this church for 17 years. Not long ago, Brother Harvey called me and informed me they had doubled their Faith Promise missions giving. God opened the door to start a second church among the Navajos in a place called Escrito. We were able to buy some land from a Mormon rancher in the area where there were no Baptist churches. Escrito is more than 8,000 feet above sea level, and with the exception of the highway, there are no paved roads. We had to buy a 4-wheel drive vehicle in order to work in this area. Cleveland Baptist Church built our first building in Escrito, using the same plans for the building at Waterflow. Leonard Raphael is the Navajo pastor there. This is Lake Quinault in northwestern Washington State, the area where we started Queets Baptist Church. It rains 114 inches a year. We rented this building, Queets, for $1 a year from the tribe. The population of Queets is 375. While we were there, I believe that every child in the village accepted Christ. This little girl liked to sing but couldn't read. We had an interesting song service. We turned the church at Queets over to a young couple, and God led us to southeastern Oklahoma, the old Indian territories, to work among the Choctaws. After renting a storefront for a couple of years, we were able to purchase this house for $10,000. This was our first baptismal service. My feet slipped and I almost drowned Miss Viola. Everywhere we've been, people have responded to the gospel. God has blessed the Choctaw Baptist Church in Idabel and provided us a beautiful building on 20 acres. This is one of the missionary couples in our first missions conference at Idabel. We have taught the people in each of the churches we started to support missionaries through Faith Promise. The mission commitment this year is over $49,000. This is the first mission work off the Idabel Church in Bethel, Oklahoma. Brother Jay and Lynn Sparks are sent out by the Idabel Church. The first mission averages about 24. The second mission is in Swink, Oklahoma. God gave us this beautiful building and parsonage for $50,000. Brother Sonny and Donna Dance were our missionary interns and are now in charge of the Swink mission. Most of the folks you see here have accepted Christ as their personal Savior. Many souls will be in heaven, and 11 churches have been started thanks to your generous support. Please be praying that God will keep the door open and that we can be used together to reach the mission field in your backyard.